We can fix one thing. Jump back in. We can fix one thing about Hades. What would you fix?
Um, I will I will be completely honest, and this might get me in trouble. I don't know. Um, being a member of Hades, unless you are an LT or above, doesn't really seem to matter or seem any different from an associate or a hang around, other than like getting a pair of keys. It feels like the LTs plus are what matters, and if you're not one of those, kind of don't, like, who cares?
It's, I'd say that's fair to a point, to a degree. I can understand that.
I mean, maybe it's I think it's not entirely true, because I think when there are meetings and stuff like that, they ask for our opinions about things, and you
Yes.
know, like who have whole our opinions do hold weight in that matter. But on like a day to day, there doesn't really feel like there's any difference between members, associates, hang-arounds.
What do you think would change that?
I don't know. I mean, this is the first gang I've been in. I don't know how other gangs operate.
What would make you see a difference between member and associate? But I'll be honest, the way that Hades has always treated it, and this is like the longest time, is that um the associates are basically just members without keys, right? That's just been a thing, and it's how it's been for we've had associates. Um, However, I can understand why people would want to have some kind of thing to make them different. Now they do have the ability that they can wear the vest and the flag, and associates don't get that. Um,
Um, I think that the experience of going from associate to member was a lot of fun. You were working towards something, and I don't know. I mean, I see it with, like, Delaney, for instance. When was the last time you saw Delaney? She became a member, and then I feel like I never saw her again.
yeah.
And I feel like I had more fun as an associate than a main member, but also, like I said, you have to take into consideration that when you're an associate, you're working towards something. When you become a member, you're just, that's it, you're a member.
So
You're done.
so you're saying that you've reached the peak, right? There's nothing further other than if you can be lucky enough to be an LT.
I guess so. people like working towards something, you know, once they get that, the motivation kind of dies.
There's only so far that the gang itself can do those things, right? Um, the big thing that we are is we're going to help people push their ideas, right? If they have an idea that they want to do something, they want to fucking to become the biggest fucking weed grower in the fucking city, right? We'll help support that shit, yeah. But we've had it also countless times when people say this shit and they never do anything. At some point, it does need to come down to your personal goals, that you need to have something to drive you, other than just a next step inside the gang. Um, way back when, back in Seaside, I had a similar talk with someone. I had a similar talk with one of the members that they felt like they didn't have anything left to achieve, um, because they didn't think that they were going to be in the council, right? They didn't have a next step. And I told them that that's where they need to start having their personal goals start pushed into the gang itself, and want to help build the gang up, right? And that's not just something as simple as, hey, I did all these oxy runs, I did all this, here's all this money, right? It's more of having something for yourself that you own. Say, for example, hey, fuck this, I'm gonna make a mechanic shop. We're gonna fucking have a Hades mechanic shop and actually start pushing that shit. Right? That's where the person needs to have their own goal to do that, and we will help support that. But that's something that they need to drive. So I think that's something that people do end up losing track of, in the fact that you're your own master to your future. People can't just rely on the gang to do that for them. Whilst yes, there are different ranks that you can get to, that shouldn't be the only sole purpose to wake up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to give feedback, as you asked why
Oh, it's good. It's good feedback, right?
there aren't a lot of members that are around, but I noticed there are a lot of LTs, so. But it feels like the LTs are the members. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Feels like if you're not an LT, you're not a part of it.
The good and the bad thing. I mean, you're like some kind of hybrid between LT and member, right?
No, I'm not.
Well,
I'm just a member.
well,
Not though.
uh, uh, you are. You get let in on a lot more things than members do. 100%. So you are like this little hybrid, right? But I can understand it for, say, the likes of JT, the Sky, that kind of stuff, right? I get that. Having LTs being closer to us is essentially what we want, right? Because we put a lot of trust in the LTs. If they wanted to, the LTs could cripple us. We'll bounce back, but they could cripple us. So there is a level of trust that they get with that, and they are closer to us all with that, because we trust that they're going to be driving what we need them to do. So I don't need to sit there and do every little fucking thing. Same with Perez. And we can just go off, and if I want to, I can go make the fucking 40 meals for us for the day, while they go and make sure that everyone else is doing jobs and shit.
I mean, I understand why. And get like it has to be that way for what you said, you know. But I don't know, maybe there's ways to include members in other ways, you know. So that they feel more involved and a part of it. Oh, like I hang out with Ray a lot, you know. I know I have a unique situation compared to everyone else. But I think if not for my relationship with Ray and him wanting to include me, I wouldn't feel included.
Hmm. Okay. That's good
Feel
information.
more like
It does have a degree of truth
like
to this. I do agree.
you know,
I think
like
her
the
situation is very different to other people. But I
to
think
be
if you're
honest,
looking at not
I feel
her,
more like the
I would
partner
agree.
of the leader than a member of Hades.
And unfortunately, that's forever going to be a thing, right? We already spoke about that at the start. That's something that that people will see you as. It's not what you came in as, though. You came in off your own back. You earned your spot to that. I do see that there's a lot of things that you could be doing and teaching other people as being a part of Hades.
Like what? I don't know anything, Reggie. I'm still new to all this myself.
Do you think I'm the best driver?
No?
Good. Thank fuck you said no on that. Holy fuck, I was hoping you were going to say no. I'm not the best fucking driver, right? However, I used to organize, this is something I've done for years, is organize little fucking days where people just go around chasing each other and fucking around, right? The other day I did this exercise where I would go somewhere and I would twat out a picture of my location. They had to work out where it was, and they had to bring me a car that I said, the color that I said, right? And then the first ones there got money out of me. There's all little tiny things that you can do that will help get you out there more known to the other people. Do you have to do those things as a member of fucking Hades? Fuck no, they should be getting to know you. Do I still do it anyway just because it makes their life fun and enjoyable? Yes. Should I really give two flying fucks about those people and have the attitude of fuck them? They need to get to know me? 100%. But I never take that road. I could easily do that, but I don't take that road. Because I want people to have fun. I want them to have a reason that they want to wake up. So I do these dumb things that are really just a fucking waste of my fucking time and energy. But at least they have fun doing it. I wish that there was more people in Hades that just did that just because. Just make people have more fun. Just because. Set up something silly. Some people might fucking hate it. Some people might enjoy it. At least you're trying. That's what I wish more people did. Instead of just doing, okay, let's go do another bank, let's do another jewelry store, let's do a fucking boost, let's do this. Fuck that. Do something fun for the group as a whole. Might be a waste of fucking time, but at least you know when you're doing it, the vibes are good. People are happy, they're smiling. And then it gets everyone closer. So they get to know each other more. Again, do I need to do those things? Fuck no. I still do them. You know what I used to do? Back in the day, I used to just drag someone with me for the day, right? You get in my car, you're coming with me today. Or I just go with them and see what a day in the life of them's like. And I'd specifically do that to people that I didn't spend much time with. Just to get to know them more. So they also knew who I was. Again, didn't need to do that, but it's fun.
Sky the other day.
I think Sky's great.
Sky is great. Seeing what she gets up to and how she keeps herself busy. She's good. She just, you know, manages to.
Yeah, I think it's not really a group person though.
Which is nice.
No, that's understandable because Reggie's also not a group person. Reggie's more of a like 1 to 2 people, that's it.
I don't know. I think it's just a tough time with Rico and Marlo.
Yeah. And people are definitely gonna people are gonna miss those people, right? There's a little void because they're gone. And like I said to Lance, right, is it's up to the people inside Hades to help repair that and patch it, right? Because you're not gonna fill it. Right? I hate the whole, oh, you gotta fill the spot and that kind of shit. No, it's not it, right? You kind of got to patch it over. That's where the other people have to come into play to do those things. Otherwise, people will just sit there, be sad, be in their feels about it, to the point where it starts affecting their day-to-day inside the group. That's a big problem on its own. Right, that's when things start to fester and get bad.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Reggie has his own person that, own people that he spends a lot of time with. You think, if I give you a task, do you think you can complete it for me? Like a today task?
I mean, depends on the task, but I'll try.
I need you to, if there's starting with any members, if you find them, right? If they're even awake, they're probably fucking not. Find out what they think would help make a difference, between the associate and member, and then do the same with the associates. Because we're having a meeting with the LTs, underbosses, and bosses tomorrow, and that's going to go pretty much in line with what I'm trying to bring up. And I think that they'd probably speak more freely with you than they would me.
I mean, I can ask if anyone's around. I don't know.
I know there's definitely associates around, but I think that they're going to be more happy to talk to you about it and be a little bit more reserved in their answers to me. And if you could let me know at the end of the day what you come back with, then I can bring it up to everyone.
Yeah, if I get any feedback, I'll let you know.
Yeah. I'd appreciate that. I don't think I care about asking hangarounds that question. I haven't been around long enough to see. But associates and members, yes.
Okay. Is there anything else?
You all good now? Are you all good now?
In what way?
Just in general?
Are
we good?
Yes. Yeah, I guess so.
Yes. Why do you still feel awkward? Why do you still feel awkward?
To feel more down after this conversation than when I arrived here?
Why do you feel more down?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
In the car.
I'm not awkward. You're awkward.
No, you're definitely fucking awkward.